Hello, let's go ahead and get started with a reading for you. That one literally just jumped out as I was starting the video. So we're going to go ahead and take it. 3 of Autumn jumped out. It says, follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you can do, being compensated for your creative ideas. So this is also like learning something new, working in a group. You could be taking a class. Yeah, we've got 10 of Summer, which is crossing you. It says an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people that you can trust. Let's go ahead and try and get all the cards out before I read all of them to you. Spirit, what else do we have for this Celtic cross for the collective? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? We've got the Hermit. Okay, so yes, I did say taking a class. You could be working with a mentor. In the recent past, we have 4 of Summer, feeling bored with life. In general, what do we have crowning you? What do we have crowning the collective? We've got 3 of Summer. Okay, so again, we've got 2 3s here now, working with a group of people. We have the Princess of Autumn. I'm telling you, somebody here is taking a class. You're learning something new. We've got the book here. We got number 5, unity as to how people are seeing you. What else do we have in the environment? We've got the 3 of Springs. 333 could be of importance to you. What else do we have for the collective, Spirit? What else do we have in the hopes and fears? What do we have in the hopes and fears? All right. We've got the King of Autumn. All right. And what else do we have as the potential outcome? Potential outcome is 10 of Spring, putting down that burden. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Spring. Look at that. Victory, success. Try not to be all up on your high horse. I said whore. But 6 of Spring says, wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring renewals. Or I'm sorry, smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. Okay. So whatever you're doing here, it's like, try not to get too cocky is one of the warning signs of the 6 of Spring. But I feel like no matter what you do, you're going to be successful. I feel like other people will be celebrating you, looking up to you. When you have the 6 of Spring, though, there are going to be people who don't appreciate being left behind. They can be jealous, those types of thing. Okay, so we do have, 3 3s here. Talks about mind, body, spirit. It talks about a graduation of some sort, also like graduating to the next level. The 2 major arcanas that we have here is the Hermit and the Unity card. The Hermit talks about find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth and your spiritual path. And the Unity card is like, it's the Hierophant in the original Rider-Waite Tarot. It says, do the right thing for the right reasons. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritually minded community. So I feel like, you know what, you could be working, there could be 3 people here that you're working in tandem with. But I feel like it's doing things on the up and up. It's like you're learning something new. Happy news about your career, promotions or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. All right. So I really do feel like someone here is learning something. Okay. You could be going back to school to learn something for, to pick up a trade for a new career. I feel like you've been carrying a heavy burden on your shoulders, but I feel like you're going to be able to put those down. And for some of you, it's a financial burden. Maybe you've been relying on other people for your money, because we do have the King of Autumn here in the hopes and fears. This talks about being assertive when it comes to what you know is right, everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. So you could end up, collaborating. It's almost like, you take this class and all of a sudden this person says, hey, I really like your style. I want to go ahead and partner with you and have you move forward with me in my business. So that is something, I feel like there is some type of a spiritual contract that you are signing, if not a actual physical contract. What's crossing you is the 10 of Summer. I mean, really, there's nothing to worry about. The 10 of Summer is like, fortune after difficulties. You have 2 10s here. 2 10s talk about endings of one cycle, 10 breaks down to a 1, and a brand new cycle beginning for you. So it says an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people that you can trust. I feel like, if you've been on the fence, like, should I, because it's hard, like, especially when you're trying to take a class, like, are these people legit? Who am I getting involved with? That type of a thing, because there is a lot of like fraudulent people out there teaching, stuff that probably shouldn't be teaching you what you're trying to learn, so you have to be really careful about the people that you are sharing your time, your energy, and your efforts with and learning from, because you don't want to be picking up their bad habits or their energy, because it is an energy exchange. Okay. So, in the recent past, we have being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. I feel like you had a discontentment with life. It was like all these things were on offer to you and you were just like, that's not it. No, that's not it. It was almost like you were searching for like, what really like lights a fire under my ass? Like what lights that fire in my belly to really want to go out there and learn something? And I know like, it's funny because, we're taught to go to school as kids and then we graduate and then we go off to college and we learn. And it's like, there's just too many options nowadays. And then you go to college and halfway through the semester, you're like, I don't even like what the fuck I'm learning. Like, I don't even want to learn this anymore. And it really takes until like after your 30s when your Saturn matures around the age of 35, because we do have Saturn here with the Hierophant, aka Unity in this deck. And it really, it does take a long time for us to go, oh my God, now I know what I want to do when I grow up. So it kind of releases that burden of like, whoa, all right, I figured it out. And now I'm going to go on this path, this journey. In the past, we just kind of did whatever was, we throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. I feel like, this is definitely a time of, you had your time of introspection, and I feel like there was something that like somebody could have offered to you and said, hey, I think you would be really good at this thing and I would like to take you under my wing and teach you what I know. And, maybe at first you were like, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't know if this is my path. But, being that we have the 3 of Summer, 4 of Summer, which is the 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups, it has to, and also 10 of Cups. Okay. So we have 3 water, 2 earth, and 3 3 earth. The only thing we're missing is swords. Swords are about our thoughts, our beliefs, our perceptions, the way we communicate with others, and the way we communicate with ourselves. But being that the Hermit is here, Hermit is also very mercurial. This is Virgo season. We are in Virgo season right now. We have the Sun in Virgo. Mercury is catching back up to run back into Virgo to be close to the Sun. And so I feel like this is definitely something to do with your service to humanity. What do I want to do to be in service to the collective? Any Virgos that I'm a Virgo. My birthday's next Friday the 13th this year. And as we can tell, I am also of service. Like, how can I help you? What can I do for you? How can I fix it? I am a mentor, and so I feel like it's almost like the student becomes the teacher. So maybe for some of you, you're going to school to become a teacher of some sorts, or you're just going to school to learn a new trade and somebody is going to take you under their wing. That's definitely what I'm getting. In the hopes and fears is like, okay, well, am I going to be successful with this choice that I've made? Because you already made the choice. The 3s here tells me that you already bypassed the 2s. The 2s is about making the choice. The 3 is saying like, all right, I made my choice. I'm doing it. So for some of you, you're like, okay, am I going to be, am I going to be successful at whatever this is that you're choosing to do? And I genuinely do feel like, yes, you will. You go from being the page to the king. Okay. So that's a major upgrade. So, I'm definitely getting here. You're probably seeing 333. I would not doubt it if you guys have been seeing that. So watch for that. But I do feel like, you're going to have the money that you need. So say you're like, okay, well, I want to take this class, but I don't really have the finances to take this class. I do feel like there is someone here that will help you so that you can release this burden, okay? This financial burden. Because you go from the 3 of Autumn to the Page of Autumn to the King of Autumn. So I'm definitely getting, you'll be financially okay to make this next step in your life. And I feel like you just need to keep your eye on the long term. You know, when we have the Unity card here, this definitely talks about a commitment. Are you committed to this journey? That's what Saturn wants to know. Saturn's like, all right, I'm going to do this thing for you, but I want 30 years time, right? Because Saturn takes 30 some odd years to go around the sun. So I want to make sure that this is something that you're going to do long term. And if you're not going to do this long term, then there's no point in even getting yourself involved in this, because you're going to end up scrapping it anyway and having to start all over. I'm not seeing that here where you're going to have to scrap it, as long as you, I feel like, you know, the last 4 years, we do have 4 in the recent past. So anything new that you begin learning, any of that kind of stuff, I do feel like it's going to last long term. But it's going to take a few years for you to see the fruits of your labor, right? But I feel like this is going to help you. It says, ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. Ask for help. That is the key phrase here, is asking for help, because I do feel like this King of Autumn is somebody who can actually help you to be successful. And I feel like this person is definitely willing to invest in you if you're serious about what it is that you are trying to achieve. I'm going to leave that here. I definitely get success. I'm definitely getting, like, finances are going to be okay, but you're going to have to be committed, and you're going to have to find the right teacher that's going to actually help you along the way, and not some fake ass teacher who pretends to know what they're doing. So make sure you do your research on these people before you spend a bunch of money. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, because you definitely, I don't want to ever say that it's wasted money, but it might end up teaching you a lesson, because that's also what Saturn represents, is learning the lessons. But I am getting, you are learning. Look at these 2 little kids here sitting here. So you definitely got, I just heard a wise old owl. So owls may be of importance as well. But I am getting someone here definitely working diligently. See that? They've got the books. They're doing the studies. And make sure that you're serious about what you're doing, because I do feel like you have a mentor. He's here to back you. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's in the description box down below. Don't forget to drop me a like or a share, a subscribe, heart in the comment box. Sorry, I'm having a tough time talking today. Saturn is definitely, or sun is definitely, the sun is transiting my Saturn right now. So I'm having a little bit of a tough time, like, formulating words, and I didn't even know if I was actually going to come out and do this video. Anyway, you guys, take care. Love you all so much. Chat soon.